January 16, 2026, the BAFTA, or the British Academy of Film and Television Awards, came on BBC. And there were some people that were there. Delroy Lindo, a legendary actor, and Michael B. Jordan. I believe they were coming up on stage to announce a winner for a category, which is common in most of these Academy and the Film and Television Awards series. Same thing at the Oscars or the Grammys and things like that. When something weird happened.
Good evening. Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
We're here to celebrate the artists who expand what's possible on screen.
Visual effects can create spectacle, but the best work serves character and story.
So you can't really hear the N-word being called out in this clip because it's bleeped out. But there is a person in the audience by the name of John Davidson. He is a campaigner for the Tourette syndrome, and he was there attending the award ceremony largely because he inspired this film called I Swear, which dramatizes his own life with the severe Tourette syndrome. Now, Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo probably...
Chat files. I am here. Big Head reached back. Just speaking facts. We got another one. Michael B. Jordan. It ain't got nothing to do with no chicks this time. So I'm like, all right, let me cover the video. But he was given an award. He was at the show. I guess he was awarded somebody with an award. Somebody with Tourette said. It reminded him of, well, we're just going to get back into it now.
At this point, don't have any idea of what's going on.
What was said were highly offensive racial terms shouted out by Tourette's campaigner John Davidson, who also has the condition. The comments were shouted out while two black performers, Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan, were on stage. There's been a lot of reaction. Delroy Lindo has said he wished someone from BAFTA had come to speak to them after it happened. Others have said they should have been...
My thing is, why does Tourette's ain't go off no other time? No other time there's Tourette's go off. But it's Tourette's go off when the black people go up there and you say something crazy. Is that Tourette's work? Somebody talk to me, man.
Immediately apologised to after the incident. A spokesperson for Tourette's Action, a Tourette's organisation, has said that it's vital to understand that for people like John Davidson, outbursts...
No, I'm speaking facts. I ain't trying to understand it. Not them type of outbursts when certain groups of people come up there. Nah, man, nah, that ain't cool, man. They know that ain't cool, man. Talking about it because he got Tourette's. It's Tourette's. If he had Tourette's, why he there? I get because of work, because of him. They should have had him at home on a Zoom or something, waving on mute. That's it. You ain't gotta. They invited him. They did all this extra stuff. Now look, man.
Outbursts like this are involuntary and don't reflect their thoughts or beliefs.
It's important to know that when someone has Tourette's syndrome, they can't really help themselves because they have these tics. These sudden and violent.
If you're looking to learn how to train,
he can't help himself, but he know what he's doing. That's my thing.
Body movements, along with obsessive compulsive disorder, some of them. And so when they're shouting these things out, it doesn't necessarily mean that they mean these things to be racist. However, some people have come out and disagreed with it, like Jamie Foxx and Wendell Pierce. They condemned it on social media, right? But here's the most interesting part.
You may have heard some strong and offensive language tonight. If you've seen the film I Swear, you will know that film is about the experience of a person with Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome is a disability, and the tics you've heard tonight are involuntary.
They set it up. That's part of the plan for them to say that while he was on stage. And they trying to use this to shadow. Am I speaking facts? No, let me know. Subscribe. It's easy. Let's go. Subscribe. Let's go. I need to get these numbers up, man.
Which means the person who has Tourette syndrome has no control over their language. We apologize if you were offended.
So this is Alan Cumming. He is the BAFTA host. And he's saying, listen, what's happening here is not a racial thing. We apologize. But not only is this bad, but the BBC had an opportunity to really cut this out. It aired like a week later, and it didn't, right? It was live, and everybody heard the N-word that was being said. Now, here's a situation about the guy, John Davidson, who made the slur. Now, John Davidson did not come out and apologize for this. What he did say was he felt deeply mortified if anyone considers his involuntary tics to be intentional or to carry any meaning. In other words, he was more concerned with how people felt about the fact that he said this word, and basically he was deeply mortified, which could mean embarrassed, humiliated, or distressed, and these uncontrollable tics, that he really meant what he was saying. But what he's really trying to say is he feels vulnerable because he can't control what he comes out of his mouth. He fears being misunderstood. He worries about being judged, rude, strange, or mocking, or aggressive. But then we come across this problem.
Because while John Davidson has Tourette's, and obviously his intention was not to hurl racial slurs because that is something he cannot control, the impact of that was the harm that was done to the people who he repeatedly hurled these racial slurs at. And so if the impact of that was obviously hurtful to the multiple Black people he hurled these racial slurs at, if we can understand the impact that it had on them, what would be the harm in him apologizing?
Wait, there's more.
John Davidson is not an actor. There was no reason for him to be there. I fully understand John Davidson is an inspiration behind I Swear, and it was nominated for several awards, so that's the capacity he was there for. Okay, whatever, but he's not an actor. There was no need for him to be there, so you are here as a guest. But Michael B. Jordan...
I said they set that up, man. They don't want Michael B. Jordan to be one of them ones, man. They throw the girls around him to throw him off. They put the certain movie, they give him the roles, take him. They don't want, he one of them ones. He working. They don't want him working, man. It's crazy.
Jordan and Delroy Lindo were there in their capacity as actors and the capacity of their job. That is their place of work. And they were humiliated and disrespected in front of their peers. Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were not protected by BAFTA, nor Alan Cummings, who dismissed the gravity of what happened to them and then aired it for billions of people to see.
Or ain't nobody, like when they apologize to the people. Why they don't apologize to Black people? I apologize to Black people. He got Tourette's. This is just for Black people only. I apologize for him. I apologize for motherfuckers all day, man. Speaking facts, man. Sometimes you gotta apologize for other people. Just apologize for them. It's easier.
See.
And shout out to the sister because she's saying something that's so important. Number one, Mr. John Davidson, your condition exonerates you from your behavior because you can't help yourself. The problem is that you refuse to apologize to these men who were at work, okay? Even though you can't help yourself and you have been, studied as a case study for this since 1989. I mean, there's been shows about this guy. So then why don't you say, listen, even though I can't help it, I understand that you guys are Americans, you're Black, you come way out here, this happens. Really, he isn't supposed to maybe be there because he's...
That ain't in the doctrine. Some people don't apologize. It ain't in the R-word doctrine. You know what I'm saying? You can apologize, you don't even gotta mean it, just say it. It sound like you mean it, but in your heart you ain't gotta mean it. No, people want to say what's in their heart and stand on it in different ways.
Not an actor. I apologize. Instead of saying I'm mortified, I apologize for how I made you feel, even though I couldn't control it, but I apologize to you. You guys did not deserve that. And I want you to know that, I didn't mean that. And he didn't do it. And that leads everybody else to believe that what you did was intentional. Okay? Now, here's the other part. And even though I don't think what he's doing is intentional, but let me just say this. If this were a Black man who had Tourette's and then he shouted something racist at BAFTAs, it would have been a completely different story. This is a white man who can shout these obscenities at Black people and then get a pass. If it's the other way around, I'm pretty sure we already know how it's going to work out, right? And again, making excuses for the guy based on his medical condition, I get it. But it shouldn't be they are apologizing. He also needs to apologize. He needs to apologize to those people who were embarrassed. Okay? Thoroughly embarrassed. Imagine you come all the way to the UK just to get embarrassed like that. And then the BBC didn't take the clip out. Left it there for a whole time.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna shit to the comments, man. That's what I think. I think it was for his documentary struggling, and now he think everybody gonna go watch it. This has such positive energy. If they sue, I bet it's Tourette's. Imagine you get under control. How does the medical condition make you racist? Tourette's is not. You can still catch hands. I don't know, man. It's like Jordan. It's like Michael B. Jordan did something, and then now he paying for it. He's one of the most cursed beginning black actors, rappers. I mean, actors I ever seen, man. Get in my comments. Let me know. Am I speaking facts or no? Trap Files, Big Head, Reese, just speaking facts.